Hello everybody, welcome to my channel today. If you're new, hello and welcome. My name is Justine. I live on the west coast of Canada and I'm in my late 40s now, and I film YouTube videos a couple of times a week on beauty, lifestyle, subscription boxes. I don't really have a set schedule. I just kind of film when I get something new or exciting that I want to share with you guys. So if that's something that interests you, then please hit the subscription button and the notification bell so you stay up to date with all my latest videos. Now today I am sharing with you guys some makeup that I got from Elate Cosmetics. And Elate Cosmetics, if you're not familiar, it is a local brand to me. It's made in BC, and they sell cruelty-free, vegan, clean makeup. And I discovered them in the summertime. They were doing a workshop on summer beauty trends, and I went to it and I absolutely fell in love with their products. I'll link below. I bought some things in the summertime and some of the things I learned at the workshop, and I also did a little get ready with me if you're interested. So I'll link that below. But I was invited again to another workshop, and this one was on their holiday beauty collection. So they were teaching you some holiday looks, and as well as launching their holiday collection. So I attended the event last week, and again I fell in love with the brand. They just sell some beautiful high quality makeup, and they are beyond ethical. They sell, like I said, cruelty vegan makeup, and they just put so much thought into each and every piece that they sell, down to all their packaging is treated bamboo, so it is all fully compostable. If you finish this product, you could actually just pop out the magnets, if there was a magnet, and the mirror, and then you could just put it in your compost compost bin, and everything is refillable. Everything is recyclable that they have, I think, except for the mascara and lip gloss, and they're actually planning in the future to change that as well. So they're a really interesting brand, and they're getting more and more popular, which I'm super excited about because it is a great company and I'm very happy to support them. So I'm going to share with you some of the things that I got and a little bit about the holiday event I went to, and then later in the video I will be doing this makeup look, which is about over half is Elate beauty products that I own. So if you're interested, stay tuned for that. So when I went to the workshop, it was a little bit of a class on some holiday looks, as well as I said, launching their holiday makeup. So they just set up everything so beautifully for all the guests, and we had all little samples of the products so that we could actually try them on ourselves. And then they also included their brushes for us to use, which I also just want to mention that is so interesting to me, is everything is vegan, as I mentioned, and there are a lot of brands that do vegan and cruelty-free brushes, but they even go the extra mile that she said even their glue, which I would never even think about, the glue to hold the ferrules together is vegan, and she said it was very difficult to find. So I would imagine a lot of the other cruelty-free companies probably don't take it to that level, so that's something to keep in mind. So they did have some beautiful brushes. I didn't invest in any of them this time because I do have quite a few brushes on the go, but they are definitely on my wish list in the future. But what I did pick up is some of their eyeshadows. So I did buy this Z palette at the other event that I went to. It is a magnetic closure, and then you can just pop all your eyeshadows in there. So I only own a couple from them, but I'm slowly working on my collection. So this color here I did buy last summer, and I use it all the time. It's called Quintessence, and it has like a shimmery, soft peachy. It's a perfect transition color. I also wore it all summer long, just all over my lid. It's just a gorgeous peachy brown, and I just love it, and I've used it so much. And then I also picked up this kind of a peachy, no, sorry, not peach, a mauve color, transition color. It is fully matte, and it's just like a really taupey mauve color, and that one is called Beloved. So I bought this as a single, but they did have this one in their holiday collection, one of their setup palettes. Another color that I bought is this really, sorry, I should have just shown you that close up. So that is the peachy, I keep saying peach. It is a mauve color, and that's Beloved. And this was the Quintessence, which was the first color that I showed you. The next color is this really pretty peach coppery color, and this one is called Intrepid, and this is also in one of their holiday palettes, but I wanted it as a single, and it is this gorgeous coppery peach color. And then my favorite is this one here. It is this very interesting green, pewtery kind of a color. It's kind of picks up gray, and then it kind of picks up green, and then it's got a bit of a gold shimmer to it. And this one is called Gifted. And again, this one is part of their holiday collection, so I don't know if it's limited edition, but you can buy it as a single or you can buy it in the kit. They're trios actually, and they have different ones set up, so I'll link those below. And then she also gave us a sample in a powder, like a loose pigment format, and that one is called Ethereal, and it is just this really pretty gold. I'm not going to tip too much, but she does also carry this in a pressed format. It is a gorgeous, sparkly gold. Sorry, I'm running out of room, aren't I? Really, really pretty for all over the lid. And I think it would be beautiful in I prefer pressed versions of things. I find loose pigments and me just don't get along. So I house mine in this Z palette. She does have them in all different styles and formats. Some are big ones with mirrors. They're all great. She has a couple of different sizes, or you can buy those holiday collections in a 3 trio set. They also have amazing cream blushes. They're called Universal Cream Blush, and I bought this one in the summertime, and it is called Bliss. And as you can see, I've hit pan, and I'll just give you a quick swatch on that. I wore this all summer long. It was just the perfect peachy nude for me. You guys know I love my peachy nudes. I haven't worn it too much in the winter, but it is just a really, really pretty color. And then she gave us a sample of a color called Keen. And believe it or not, this is what I'm wearing today. It's a beautiful plum, but it goes on just beautifully on the skin. I think I took too much. It's just a really nice plum color, and it suits all skin tones. A nice plum berry. So I thought it was really nice that she gave us all samples so that we could actually try the products. We could try them on ourselves during the evening, and she showed us some holiday looks to create. There was a few ladies there, and we all did something a little bit different because they were all different ages, so we all had different things in mind. I also own their loose mineral bronzer. I absolutely love it. I use this all summer long. It's not the right color for me right now. I probably need something a little bit lighter, but that's the one I own, so I did use that today in my Get Ready With Me. And I also own a couple of their lipsticks, but I picked up because she gave us a sample, and I immediately fell in love, and it's the color I'm wearing right now, and it is called Chance, and it is a peachy bronze nude. Surprise, surprise. It has like a metallic to it, and it's just a really beautiful, simple lip color, which you guys know I really, really enjoy. They also sell a lot of different products. They also sell skincare there. It's not their brand, but they sell it. It's called Miko or Milko. I'm not quite sure the exact name. I'll link it below. And I ended up buying one of their cleansers. It's a cleansing oil with honey. It's all natural because I went to the event wearing full face of makeup, even knowing that it was a holiday makeup event, but I still wore makeup, and so I had to remove it if I wanted to participate. So she loaned me some of this cleanser, and I immediately fell in love, and I actually picked up a bottle to take home. I forgot to bring it downstairs with me, but that also is lovely, and they do sell some skincare products. So overall, I really, really enjoy this brand. I bought everything with my own money. I went to this as an event that was open to all the public. So I really, really enjoyed it, and I've loved all their products that I have tried so far, and I just really wanted to share them with you today, especially for people who are on the hunt for good quality vegan cruelty-free makeup. I highly, highly recommend this, and I don't think you'd be disappointed. And they also sell a lot of modern colors, and they do launches every spring and holidays. So they do keep up with times with the latest trends, so you don't have to have boring old makeup. So I hope you enjoyed my makeup, and if you want to see how I created this look, then just keep watching. Okay, so I've zoomed you up nice and close. So I have put on my foundation. I used the Hourglass, the new Vanish stick that I just got. She did have some beautiful foundations, and I was tempted, but I was thinking I just bought the Hourglass, and I was planning to buy the Gerda Spillman Biofond. However, I went to buy it this week with the Black Friday, and they charge almost $20 US shipping, so forget it. So anyway, I'm using the Hourglass, and I may revisit the Elate foundation because it looked really, really nice. She does a powder one, and then a what she calls fresh tint, and I think it has hyaluronic acid in it. It's kind of a sheer color, which really appeals to me. So I will keep you posted on that. But so I have done my foundation, a little bit of under eye concealer. I use my Fenty Pro Filtr eyelid primer, and I'm really enjoying that. So I'm going to go in with this color here. It's called, I can't say the word, Ethereal. And this is in the loose pigment format. And this is a sample that she gave to me. And it is just like a very nice sheer gold. It does come in a pressed format, but she just gave, because she gave it in a sample, she did it this way. But I really like the color, so I may actually invest in getting the pressed. I do prefer a pressed formula. So I'm just going to wash this on the lid. It just gives a very, very subtle sheen and sparkle, but not a glitter. You guys know I don't really care for glitters. I love them, they're beautiful, they just don't look good on me. So I'm just kind of going all over the lid, but not right up to the brow bone. I'm going to do a highlight up there. So I'm just doing this. Just a very sheer wash of color. And then for my transition color, I'm going to use a color that I bought in the summer. And another word I have a hard time saying is Quintessence. And I wore this all summer long. I actually wore this all over my lid. But today I'm going to use it just in my crease, just because it's a more of a satin. It's not a shimmer, and it's not a full true matte. But it's just like a nice, warm, peachy brown, and I love it. So I'm just going in the crease, just slightly. I could just wear this color, but you know I got to go in with that pewter green color, and that's why I'm wearing this sweater today, is because I really wanted to wear that green. And there we go. And like I said, all summer long I just wore this whole color over my lid up to the crease, and it was just a perfect color. I took this color on vacation with me too and wore it so much. So I'm just going to take this little Sigma pencil brush. Sorry, that brush I just used was my Goss 18. And yes, that is real animal hair, but I got it in a Beautylish lucky bag, which is going to be coming up soon. They sell those on Boxing Day. When I get the details, I'll let you guys know. So there, I just go underneath and just slightly line underneath, just so it kind of matches, kind of. So now I am going to go in with that pewter. It is such an interesting color. As soon as I saw it, I was like, oh, I've got to have that. So I'm going to go in just lightly, and I'm using that same Goss brush, and I'm just tapping off the excess, and I'm just going to go in that outer V. It's such a pretty color. And it just deepens up the outer corner for me. It's not too sparkly, and I don't get any fallout, or at least I didn't the other day. Nope, none. So there we go, and I'm just blending that out a little. I'm going to use a Sigma blending brush. Really get in there. So they're beautifully pigmented, go on beautifully, blend beautifully. I just love this brand. So I'm going to go in again with that little pencil brush, and I'm going to put a little bit of this pewter in the bottom corner just to slightly line my eyes. So I'm peeking over to the side because that's where my mirror is. And I think what I'm going to do is actually line my eyes, the top of my eyes with this. So I'm just going to actually wet this brush. This is a MAC lining brush, and it is the number 209. I've had this for eons. And I think I'm going to need a mirror for this one. So I'm just lining the lash line with this pewter green. Such an interesting color. And this is part of their holiday collection, I believe. So I'm not sure if it's limited edition. It's called Gifted. So it does kind of sound holiday-ish, but so I'm getting a tiny bit of fallout when I'm doing this precise in my lash line. Just teeny, teeny. So there we go. And I think I'm going to dip my finger into this loose pigment again, into that Ethereal. And I'm just going to pat that in the middle just to give me some more va-va-voom. I think that gave me too much va-va-voom, but that's okay. I forgot to mention I did already do my brows as well. They do brow products, but I didn't pick that up because I just have so many on the go. But she said they are amazing. It's like a waxy pomade, and she says you could even wear it during a hot yoga class and it wouldn't melt, it would stay. You could go into a sauna, swimming. It's fully waterproof. So for some people that want a heavy duty brow product, they do have that as well. But like I said, I didn't pick it up because I have so many brow products on the go. So I'm going to finish up with some mascara, and they do have mascara, but I didn't pick that up because I have so many on the go as well. And then we'll come back and do the bronzer, blush, and lips. So I'll see you in a minute. Okay, so I finished with mascara. I put a little bit of black eyeliner in my upper waterline, and then I use my Marc Jacobs Velvet Noir mascara, which I'm really, really enjoying. So let's do a little bit of bronzer. So this bronzer I did actually buy in the summer. It comes in this beautiful little bamboo, and it is refillable, and this color is called, it's the Veiled Elation Loose Mineral Powder, and it's luminous. And I believe the color was Bronze Goddess. I'll link it below. So it comes like this. So it looks like a beautiful package, but I do find it kind of difficult to work with. As you can see, a big puff of smoke came out and a ton of product comes out. So I did take this when I went traveling, and I did find it a bit of a pain because it does kind of get everywhere. And then when you put the lid back on, you get another big poof of smoke. So I think they have this in a press, so I think next time I would maybe get the pressed. So I'm going to use my fancy Hourglass brush, the dual-ended one. Sorry. I treated myself during the VIB sale. I love dual-ended brushes. I know they're a bit of a pain to store, but I really like them, especially for traveling, because then you have dual purpose, which I really enjoy. So I'm going to use the big side, and I'm just going to dip my brush in the lid and tap off the excess. This is kind of a reddy bronze. I don't really use this color as much in the winter. I used it all the time in the summer because I was more of a reddy bronze, whereas now I'm a white bronze. But this one just really complemented my skin tone a lot better when it was summertime, even though I don't go in the sun, but I do a lot of self-tanning in the summer, and it just seemed to complement my skin tone a lot better at that time of year. But I always use a bronzer year-round, but I just kind of have to change the tone slightly. So yeah, this isn't just complimentary at this time of year for some reason. I'm pretty sure they do have other shades, so maybe I should look at a little bit of a lighter shade for this time of year and in a pressed format. So now I'm going to use the blush, and I have a cream blush. I'm just going to quickly show you. So that's the jar, and then when you put the lid on, for some reason, I don't know if you saw that puff of smoke, so I end up getting bronzer everywhere, so that's not really ideal for me. Okay, so now I'm going to show you guys the blush. So she actually gave me a sample of a blush to try. It's their Universal Creams, which I love. I do own one that I got in the summer. It's called Bliss. And as you can see, it's been very well loved. It takes a long time for me to hit pan, and I only bought this in the summertime, but I love it. And it comes in this neat bamboo case that has a mirror. I originally didn't buy the case, and I just kept it in my Z palette. But I do like I like storing all my blushes in one place because I tend to forget which ones I have. So I'd rather all my blushes be in one spot. So I ended up picking up this little case for it, which I really like. So the sample that she gave us, and she gave the entire group, was called Keen, the color. And this is it here, and it is a very dark plum. And immediately I thought, oh my goodness, no, that's way too dark for me. And she said, this is a universal color. And I said, I can't believe that. So she actually showed us a picture of their holiday campaign, and there was a woman with, one of the models had very dark skin and one had very light skin, and they were both wearing the same blush, and it looked beautiful on both of them. And she used this color for the entire class, and everybody wore it, and it looked great on everyone's skin tone. So it really is a universal color. And so all she says is you just put it between your fingers, rub it like this, warm up the product. So this is the best way to put it on. You could probably use a beauty blender, but this is how she does it, and she's a makeup artist, so I'm going to do what she says. And it just gives a lovely hint of color. You can see it's not too dark. And she said if you put on too much, you can just keep blending and it blends out beautifully, or you can go in and add a little bit more. But I think that's just right. So I love this color. I would never have chosen it for myself, but because she laid it out and I tried it, I am so glad, because I really, really like it. Now, I don't own any of their highlights. I did get a stick highlighter once in a beauty box, but I think because it was a sample, in a sample format, it dried up on me, so I can't really give you guys any feedback on that. But I am going to use my Charlotte Tilbury Bar of Gold. And I am going to, I think I'm just going to mix all three colors. That's what I usually end up doing. And I'm just using my Fenty Cheek Hugging Highlight, or whatever it's called, something like that. I'll link it below. I always link the products down below. And I'm just tapping through. I'm just doing very light, subtle, simple. There we go. And then last, I'm going to do lips. Now, she gave us 2 samples. One of them, I believe, was from their holiday collection. It was called Warrior, I believe. And that's the color here. I actually haven't even tried it yet. It looks similar to my nail color, so I haven't used that. But the one she showed us was called Chance, and I loved it so much I actually picked up the full size. So this is Chance. It is a brown peachy nude. Surprise, surprise. So here's the color here. These colors go on beautifully. They're nice and sheer. They just feel very comfortable on the lips. They're not super long lasting. They are natural products, so they're not as heavy duty as some of the other lipsticks I use, but it is gorgeous. It's kind of a metallic color. I don't know if you can pick that up on camera. It's just gorgeous. They're not super thick or heavy. No smell. So there we go. That is the finished look. They don't sell lip liners, in case you're wondering. They can't find a delivery system at this point in time that is fully recyclable. So that's how committed they are to everything being fully recycled, compostable, reusable, all that kind of stuff. So they said they're still working on finding something to house a lip liner. So until then, they don't use them, but I'm okay. I don't really use a whole lot of lip liners. Let's take my hair down and just give it a bit of a fluff. And there we go. That is the final look. So I hope you enjoyed today's makeup, and if you did, please click like, and if you'd like to see more of my videos, then please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you stay up to date with all my latest videos. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope to see you all again soon. Bye!